Hello, welcome or welcome back. My name is Ari and my poor box has been so abused in the mail. It got killed and retaped and I don't know if he's okay or not. Anyway, today we are unboxing the Introverts Retreat box. This is a book box that is on the chopping block this month. Will I keep it? Will I replace it with something else? Why is this on the chopping block, you ask, because you don't subscribe to me, which you totally should, and watch all of my lovely unboxing videos. This book box is the book. I never DNF books at all. I think out of the 260 books I read last year, I DNF'd 2 books. And out of the Introverts Retreat box, which I've gotten 2 months, I DNF'd both books. Like, it's a problem. This box is $40 a month. You get a candle, you get a snack, you get coffee, and then you get a bookish item. And you get a bath item. I think my bath item is, I always get a bar of soap, but I think you could switch that out for like a soak of some sort. I don't remember, and I didn't look it up before I recorded this because I am trash. Before we get into this box, let's talk about what came in last month's box. The coffee was coffee. Like, it tasted like Folgers. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. It's fine. The bar of soap I didn't use because I don't need a new bar of soap. It takes me more than a month to get through a bar of soap. What else did we have? The snacks, I don't even remember. The book was awful, and the item's the important part. I don't know what I did with it, but the item last month was like a little stick of retinol, right? And I was very skeptical about it because I'm a slut for skincare, and I was like, there's no ingredients. Well, I Googled the product, and I discovered some very interesting things. So it's gonna be a little bit of list. If you want to skip ahead of this part, I understand, but I need to talk about this. So, stick of retinol. First things first, it wasn't retinol in there, it's a retinoid. And you could tell by the ingredients list that anything past the preservative is under 1% because you put 1% of preservatives in any ingredients. So, and they have to list things in order of like what's in there the most until you get to 1%, and then you can put it in any order you want if it's below 1%. Preservatives are always at 1%, so anything below that you know is less than 1%. So the retinol was less than 1%, which if it was a retinol, that's fine. You want like a 0.2 to a 0.5% of a retinol, but it was a retinoid, not a retinol, and a retinol you want like 5 to 10% of a retinol. So as far as like retinol doing retinol stuff for your face, it doesn't do anything. It probably will have absolutely no effect on it. As far as the rest of the ingredients go, it wasn't particularly problematic. It was almost entirely oils and waxes, which, I mean, it was in like a little chapstick, like a giant chapstick tube, so waxes make sense. It's not vegan, it does have beeswax in it, and the oils for the most part were fine, except for it does have coconut oil in it, and coconut oil does cause a lot of people to break out. But if you do not break out easily, then I'm sure it's like, if coconut oil does not cause you to break out, then I'm sure it's an acceptable moisturizer. Not like the greatest thing ever, but not bad. The only other ingredient other than like waxes and oils was squalene, which is humectant, which is a fine ingredient. Like, overall the ingredients list wasn't bad, but it's just going to moisturize. It's not going to give you the like wrinkle reducing skin balancing retinol effect that you would get from an actual decent retinol or retinoid. It was also really sticky, so I wouldn't actually encourage anybody to use it because you don't want your face to feel sticky. It's just ew. The only other thing I really have to say about it is the website was weird. It's free. You just pay $5 in shipping. And I was very uncomfortable with that. I don't know why, because the ingredients were fine. Not great, but fine. But just something was like, this is free, but you only pay $5 in shipping. Like, it seems scammy to me. I don't know. Anyway, rant done. Let's open the box. Oh, it's taped more. Okay, this is apparently the box that shows my address, but that's what's in here. First thing in here I have is a bookmark that says with a good book, or I'm sorry, love me enough to leave me alone with a good book. This is a very standard, basic, like, poster paper, I guess, bookmark. There's absolutely nothing special about the bookmark, but then again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the bookmark. It's acceptable. Next is the book, which has been abused. Do you see this? Like, this book is abused. Yeah. So, and apparently I have an Introverts Retreat sticker on my book. I wonder what's underneath there, if anything, or if it's just there to be like super annoying. Oh. It's 20% off at Target. Oh, that kills me. I love it. So this is Gone Without a Trace by Mary Torgerson? There's no way I can pronounce this person's last name. Hannah Monroe's boyfriend Matt is gone. His belongings have disappeared from their house. Every call she has ever made to him, every text she ever sent, every photo of him, and any sign of him on social media has vanished. It's as though their last 4 years together never happened. As Hannah struggles to get through the next few days with humiliation and recriminations whirling through her head, she knows that she'll do whatever it takes to find him again and get answers. But as soon as her search starts, she realizes she is being led into a maze of madness and obsession. Step by suspenseful step, Hannah discovers her only way out is to come face to face with the shocking truth. So it's a suspense. My opinion of this book will be at the end of the video. That's it. There was nothing else in the book, or nothing else in the box other than the book. I don't know if that's on purpose. But there's nothing else in here. I'm going to email Introverts Retreat and ask them if that's what's supposed to be in my box. But yeah, there's nothing else in the box other than the book and the bookmark. So, if that's the case, then this is sure as fuck getting canceled regardless. But I think it might have just been damaged in the post and everything else fell out. That's the only thing I could think of. But I will update you probably in seconds for you, but it might be a little while for me. About what's actually supposed to be in this box and the resolution of this. Alright, round number 2 on the Introverts Retreat box. I have to sadly report that the box still came damaged, but this one is considerably heavier than the last box, so I don't think we're missing anything this time. I do want to say that as soon as I finished recording the last little segment of this video, I did reach out through their like generic email address and let them know that, hey, I received my box, it was severely damaged, and there was nothing inside of it except for a damaged book. And the customer service from this company is the best customer service I've ever received in my entire life. The owner responded within an hour, even though I had emailed them at like 8:30 p.m. Pacific time and responded and said, I am so sorry. I will send you out another box as soon as possible. And then I had like a shipping confirmation the next day. So amazing customer service. The post office screwed it up. They didn't have to like replace anything at all to begin with. I mean, any company worth anything is going to replace a box that you ordered where you didn't get it, even though they technically don't have to. But the speed at which they responded and replaced everything was just outstanding customer service. But let's see what's in this. This is like significantly heavy. This is... I'm getting tired holding this up. So let's go. Actually, I think my address is going to be on the top of this, so you're not going to see me open it. All right, we have the same bookmark as I got last time. I got the same book again, but it's not damaged, so now I have 2 copies of the book. I didn't need this to be replaced, but it is very nice of them to send me a new copy. Next, we have Almonds and Walnuts, unsalted. I mean, nothing super special. It's just Emerald brand. I know that does not want to focus on this. It wants to focus on my face. Emerald brand, very basic, but a nice little added bonus. Next in here I have Buffalo Blend Medium Roast Coffee. Have I gotten this already? I have not. I don't know why it looks familiar, but whatever. I assume this is made by a Native American company. I don't know anything about this, so I can't say if this is cultural appropriation or not, but I am going to assume the best until I learn differently. Next up I have Peanut Butter Pucks, which... I don't know, it's just, I assume it's peanut butter. I literally just ate before recording this, so I'm not hungry enough to eat this right now, but I'll update you on these later. Next I have my candle, my monthly little lovely candle. This month says, "Love me enough to leave me alone," and the scent is Moonlight Path, which... yes, please. What does that smell? I don't know what this smell is, but it's like such a familiar smell. I don't know. I'm going crazy because this smells like something. But I can't tell you what it smells like. Oh my god, I know what it is. Laundry detergent, but a very, very specific laundry detergent. It's the Meyer's Clean Day laundry detergent in the lavender scent. Is 100% exactly what this smells like, which is the detergent I use. So I obviously like it. I approve of this candle. Next I have the Love Me Enough to Leave Me Alone Midnight Flowers Soap. That's good. This just smells like wealthy people perfume. Like a Gucci or a Prada perfume. Actually, it smells a whole lot like my Prada perfume. So I approve of that as well. These are quiet time shower steamers. So you just put this in the bottom of your shower. It smells like Mr. Bubble Bath. Like, I'm not shitting you at all. This 100% smells exactly like Mr. Bubble Bath. I love it. Now, this time, that is everything. So this is a fantastic box. I don't think there's anything in here that I don't like. This may be problematic, but I'm gonna assume it's not. But like the scents on this one, like I love all of the scents. The previous 2 candles I got, I like, but they were scented so strongly that they would give me a headache pretty quickly. So I really haven't burned them a lot. This one is a lot less strong than the previous two. So I'm excited about that. Again, I haven't used any of the soap bars that I've got in these like boxes because I literally just have not run out of soap. The soap bar that I've been using is so freaking dense that it's lasted me like 8 months now. And I'm just like, it is not going away anytime soon. And I use it every single day. It's just the endless bar of soap. Anyway, I will be back in just a few seconds for you to let you know how Gone Without a Trace is. And if it's another book that I hate. Or if I finally found a decent book out of this book box. But see you then. Dudes, I wanted to make it through at least one of the books in this book box. Just one. And I can't. Like, this is awful. And I'm DNFing it for a completely different reason than I DNF'd the other two books in this book box, which is kind of impressive, honestly. So basically what this is a domestic thriller, and the main character gets home from work one day and her boyfriend of the past 4 years has like moved out. Like, all of his belongings are gone. She lived there before he moved in, and he basically like reverted everything in the house to how it looked before he moved in. But the dude doesn't just move out, he like vanishes off the face of the earth. Like, he changes his phone number, he quits his job, his mom has moved, like he's deleted all his social media, gotten rid of his email address, like the man is gone. And he's deleted like all of her access to his contacts. So he like went through her email and like deleted all of the emails that they had ever sent to each other, or went through her text messages and like deleted his phone number off her phone, deleted all of their text message conversations, deleted every picture that she has of him. Like, it's almost like he never existed, except for it's not one of those weird like thriller sci-fis where like she's the only person who remembers his existence. Like, everybody remembers his existence. She just has no way of getting in touch with him, or even like potentially getting in touch with him. So like and she goes like crazy. Like, stalker crazy. She's like showing up at his mom's house where his mom's moved, but shows up at his mom's old house, shows up at his like boss's house, hunts down his barber. Like, she's like trying to stalk him because she just wants to know why he would ghost her after 4 years. She can't think of any possible way why he'd do this, and why would he loved her, why would he do this to her? Like, blah, 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 blah. And that in and of itself is just, it's annoying to me. Like, I don't care. I would not behave like this. I have a small, tiny amount of sympathy for you because, yeah, getting ghosted sucks. Like, this guy sounds like an asshole. I get it. I don't need to read about you stalking this asshole guy for that many pages. Like, I don't care. But it's harder to feel sorry for her because she's just such a shitty character. She's like, as a character herself, or like as a character, she's very flat, very one-dimensional, very caricature. But even what personality we get, it's shitty. The other part of this book is like her conversations with like her best friend or her coworkers and stuff like that. Her best friend's the one that stands out mostly. And she and her best friend treat each other so awfully. Like, why you're 30, you're in your 30s. Like, why the fuck are you treating another human being that you've apparently known since you were 4 years old so horribly? Like, why are you still friends? Like, you're an adult. If you don't like somebody and you think that they talk trash about you behind your back and tell all your secrets, then why the fuck are you still telling them all of your secrets? Like, why are you still talking to this person if you obviously don't like this person? And then her friend's the same way. Her friend obviously doesn't like her, but they still like spend at least once a week together. It's like an awful catty friendship that is equal parts awful and equal parts one-dimensional. So I got to about chapter 16 and I was struggling. I was struggling to care. And I'm like, okay, look, I don't care about spoilers. I am going to go look up like what this big plot twist is. Because it's a thriller, there's gotta be a plot twist. And maybe the plot twist is going to give me like a different outlook on these characters, right? So I'm like scrolling through Goodreads and I find somebody who's talking about like the plot twist in this book, and it's behind a spoiler tag, so it's not like somebody being an asshole and just spoiling things. It's like, hey, this is a spoiler, but I want to talk about what I felt about this plot twist. And apparently there are two major plot twists, but I found the plot twist that has to do with like why the boyfriend left her and everything like that. And then I was like, oh, okay, I get this. And like I started reading the book again, looking at the character through like a different lens, like knowing what I know of like where this plot is going. I was like, okay, I can approach this differently. And then I made it about another 6 chapters and I was like, I still don't give a shit. Like, this is like reading a book about a Republican senator who broke up with or whose boyfriend left them because they're trash. And I don't care. Like, you're a shitty person and I don't care about your life and I don't want to read about your life anymore. So I'm like not gonna torture myself by finishing this book. That's how far I got. Not quite half, but almost. It's 115 pages. So I'm putting it aside. I don't hate myself this much. I've got other shit that I need to read. DNFing it, but I feel bad about this box because like the customer service from this company is so good. Like, I want to support them because they seem like generally great people. It's just the books in this box suck. They suck so much. The swag is awesome, the books suck. So I want your guys' opinion on this. Should I give this like another chance? Because like I DNF'd all these books, but they're all for like vastly different reasons. It's not like every book has the same problem making me hate it. It's just like I had the really bad luck to get 3 books in a row that were awful for completely different reasons. So should I give this like more of a chance, like get some more boxes, see what I think of other ones, or should I just like this is it, there's no redeeming it, go ahead and cancel? Or I guess the third option is, I think, I didn't look this up so I could be completely wrong, but I think they might have like a box without the books that just have like candles and like soap and like stuff like that. I could be like way off on that. Maybe they don't at all. But if I switched to something like that, there wouldn't be any more videos about it because they have nothing to do with books. So what do you guys think? Like, what would you do in my shoes right now? Leave it in the comments below, and if you haven't followed already and you want to know the results of what I decide to do next month, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Even if I don't continue with this box, there are many other unboxings that I have on my channel, so hit the playlist for unboxings and see if there's any other boxes that interest you in there. But I think that's it for this video, and I feel bad, but I hated this book. I didn't even hate it. I just don't care. Like,